Are we live? Yes, does appear as though we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm doing a massive one of these to the meta. At least I hope so. I've recorded 3 different decks today. None of them worked. And you know why they didn't work? It's because I ended up against a solid wall of non-stop mono green, Izzet Turns, and a splash of mono white. I would say that something upwards of 80% of all the matches I played today, and I'm talking like probably, I don't know, I didn't count, but like definitely more than 30, if not closer to 50 matches throughout the whole day today. And it has been just one of those days, man. Just wow, like non-stop losses. I just was getting my ass handed to me. I had made it up to Platinum Tier 2 with the Spirits list yesterday, and then I don't know what happened, but Izzet Turns just went crazy on my ass. Like, I cannot believe how many times I came across that deck today. It was just like, oh dear God, please, not another Alrune's Epiphany, not another, you know, Blizzard Brawl, not another Elite Spellbinder into Skyclave Apparition. It was like just the worst day of Magic I have had in months. It was enough almost to drive me insane. Almost. But I deleted both decks that I'd prepared, deleted both videos that I'd already made, went back to the drawing board, and I thought to myself, okay, this is time. This is that time when there is just such a dominant set of decks in the format that it is clear that I can make a deck that is specifically tailored to beat those decks, and unfortunately that often leaves you uncovered against the others, which there are still some of, like me trying today other cool stuff that's innovative and fun and different. You know, there's still people doing that up and down on the ladder, but like I said, what felt like at least 80% of my matches today with one of those 3 decks. So I had to think about how it is that I'm going to get around them, and this is what I came up with, and I really hope that it does its job. So far, so good. I just came out of a beautiful victory there against Izzet Turns. Just schooled the guy. Like, I had 42 health at the end of the match, and he had nothing. So, really happy with the performance so far. I'm calling, I tried various different versions. There was a Grixis one, but the mana was just a little wonky, and I wasn't able to get the mana that I needed on the field at the right time. And so I, try to make it a little more efficient, and ended up going for Dimir. So Dimir control, fuck the meta. Excuse my French, okay? We are running 3 Test of Talents. This card is saving the day. It is the answer. Unfortunately, is the only answer to... I mean, not the only one, but of course there's other counter spells, but the point is blue and counter spells is pretty much the only thing that you have got going against Alrune's Epiphany. The only problem is, if they've already foretold, because I played a 22-minute match just before I hit record, not the one that I was just on screen then, but the one before that, went on for 22 minutes. I beat the guy in the end, but it was like, wow, what a slugfest. Unbelievable. He'd already foretold all 4 copies of Alrune's Epiphany. So even if you hit the one that comes down with Test of Talents, you can't dig through his library for the others and get rid of them entirely from his deck. So it was a very, that's the only issue. Things that are foretold, you obviously cannot exile because they're already exiled. But other than that, this card is saving the day. The other culprits are Blizzard Brawl, as I said. I don't really need it in this particular list. Occasionally I play mono green, and I am playing 3 copies of Curse of Leeches, which does turn into the Leeching Lurker on its backside. What a card. Holy moly, I can't believe I hadn't played this one yet. So fun. So good. That is the only real creature that I have in this list. So Test of Talents isn't really trying to counter Blizzard Brawl in this particular build, but really it's in there for Alrune's Epiphany and other counter spells and annoying things that the Izzet Turns list has to do. But that's what I'm trying to do here, is explain to you that there is I'm trying to cover all bases. This is the cards that is in here to specifically handle Alrune's Epiphany. Save it, don't use it for anything other than that. We also have 3 copies of Devious Cover-Up, which exiles the freaking card forever. And also you get to reshuffle 4 of your cards from the graveyard into your library, which is really cool, because you can pick the important counters and things that you need from your graveyard and put them back into the library, and hopefully start top decking them again to be used again in the game at a later stage. This is a lovely reprint, 4 mana instant speed counterspell that exiles and also allows you to shuffle 4 cards from your graveyard. I think it's just being really good so far in this deck. And we've also got 4 copies of Divide by Zero, because we need access to our lesson board, where I'm running 2 copies of Mascot Exhibition, and that is one of our win cons. I'm also running 1 copy of Confront the Past, because this is a Professor Onyx deck, and we do want to be able to get her back from the graveyard, as we are not running any Blood on the Snow. Then we have 2 copies of Bloodchief Thirst, just for some little bit of early game removal. 2 copies of Jwari Disruption, also, like, people just never see it coming. On turn 2, turn 3, they tap all their mana, and you just Jwari it. It's happened to me so many times. I don't usually play this MDFC from Zendikar Rising, but it is time that I use it, because the format is a little bit toxic at the moment. Then, as far as removal, we're running, other than Bloodchief's Thirst, 3 copies of Infernal Grasp, 3 copies of the Meathook Massacre, which also doubles as a little bit of life gain if we lose some of our important creatures. So I beg your pardon. When we sweep mono white, this is in here for mono white, okay? We sweep them, we gain life for each of the creatures that died on the opponent's side of the field. There are hardly ever going to be any creatures on our side of the field, so this is really just to sweep and gain life. Then, Siphon Insight, a card I have not played yet, and I am starting to love more and more and more. Look at the opponent's top 2 cards of the opponent's library. You can exile one of them face down and put the other on the bottom of that library. You may look and play the exile card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. And if you've got 5 mana open, you can do this twice at instant speed on the opponent's end turn, and just take 2 of his best cards off the top 4 cards of his library and put the other ones that you don't want him playing in the bottom of his library. That is a pretty sweet deal, in my opinion. So yeah, a couple copies of Siphon Insight, just to snatch away their win cons and use them for ourselves. We've already talked about Divide by Zero. Now let's talk about Curse of Leeches here, because this card is a bit of a sleeper. I saw Gabriel Nassif playing it in one of his videos a little while back. Now he's like really focusing on draft. But this is a really good card, okay? It's one of these new curse auras. You enchant a player for 3 mana, and it starts the day and night cycle. If it's day bound, it stays as an enchantment curse or a curse, and at the beginning of enchanted players' upkeep, they lose 1 life, you gain 1 life. So there's a little bit of like ping damage, also keeping us alive to get into the late game. But then, if the opponent double casts, or if you don't cast anything on your turn, it switches to nighttime. It becomes the Leeching Lurker, which is a 4/4 with lifelink. So a pretty sweet little bit of like damage there, and also a bit of life gain. So I'm actually really liking this card, and I think I'm going to be making a mono black list that focuses entirely around this thing because it's that good. Then Soul Shatter, more removal. We might not have always the instant speed way of getting rid of gold span dragons, that sort of thing. So Soul Shatter is in here for that reason. If we we don't have a counter spell ready to counter the dragon or whatever, then Soul Shatter it. The picture says it all. There's the red dragon getting a beam of black energy bolted through his chest. So get rid of those freaking gold spans without having to target them, which means they do not create an additional treasure token, which means they cannot counter your removal, which often happens when you're using something like Bloodchief's Thirst or Infernal Grasp. Then we've already talked about Devious Cover-Up. The next card is Memory Deluge, which is just quickly becoming my favorite card draw spell in blue. It was about time they printed something like this for blue. Some of the previous things that they've printed that do a similar thing in blue were a little bit lackluster, namely the I always forget the name of this card, the Cosmos, the Multiverse. I always think it's the Cosmos. Behold the Multiverse. Scry 2, draw 2 cards, foretell for 2, you can play it for 4. And this, there's an argument that can be said, because of the foretell, that means that the opponent cannot interact with it when it's in your hand. And then it ends up only costing 2, and you do get to draw 2 cards, and you do get to scry, so it is very similar, but somehow this one is common, whereas Memory Deluge is rare, and I mean it's pretty clear why. This has flashback, so you can cast it again, and when you do, for 7 mana, you can look at the top 7 cards of your library. That's a lot of filtering. You can just go, okay, I want the 2 best things in the top 7 cards of my library and put the rest into the bottom and in random order. It almost feels like you never run out of beg your pardon. You never run out of options. You never run out of things to do when you need to do them. So 3 copies. It's our main way of drawing cards in the deck, aside from Professor Onyx's +1 and a copy of Introduction to Prophecy in the lesson board. Next up, more mono white, mono green hate. Okay, so most of the good mono green creatures are 3-drops. The ones that aren't, we can try and handle with some of the targeted removal and with the other sweeper, but there are a lot of really problematic creatures such as the troll, the werewolf pack leader, the little tokens that the Ren and 7 creates, etc. Shadow's Verdict gets rid of all of those. They can now no longer be reanimated or whatever it is. They are gone forever for the rest of the game. So I'm running 3 copies of Shadow's Verdict, and mono white rarely plays anything that's a 4-drop. There's the occasional guy that's playing the angel that you can play 1 of in the main board and 3 of in the sideboard. Oh my goodness. You can tell it's late and I've played too much Magic today. Angel Warrior. This guy. The Legion Angel. That is usually the most expensive thing mono white runs. And unfortunately, that's the only thing Shadow's Verdict does not hit in their deck. But, we have other ways of getting rid of those if necessary. But everything else that they play is a 1, 2, and a 3-drop. And they just scoop most of the time when you Shadow's Verdict that board. And I just love doing it. It makes me feel so good. And then we've got 2 copies of Professor Onyx as a sort of alternate win con, as well as 2 copies of Hall of the Storm Giant. So it's very similar to what CGB popularized with the Azorius list, in that there aren't very many clear, obvious win cons. You're just controlling the board until eventually you can either swing in with Hall of the Storm Giants, swing in with the Mascot Exhibitions, -8 maybe with Professor Onyx, or, there's also the Curse of Leeches pinging him away. Lots of little, not overtly potent win cons, but they are doing the thing so far. I'm actually going to go up to 3 copies of Field of Ruin, because why not? So that's the deck. What we are trying to do is quite clear. I hope. We've also got 1 copy of Teaching of the Archaics, a little bit of extra card draw, Environmental Sciences, Ramp, Life Gain, Introduction to Annihilation, get rid of opponent's thing forever. They draw a card, but that can sometimes be okay in a pinch. Let us put on our Dimir sleeves to make sure everybody knows exactly what we're doing. Bum, bum, bum. And I want to put, like, I don't know, this guy on the cover. Let's jump into some games and see if we can teach these guys a lesson. As usual, at this point in the stream, I would always like to ask everybody to kindly consider subscribing to the channel if they have not done so already. Today I had a pouring of new subscribers, which makes me very, very proud and very, very happy. I think it was the Disturbing Spirits list that got people interested. So welcome all the new people. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you as part of the BrewLab. We are going to be triggering a giveaway as soon as we hit the 200 subscriber mark. We are sitting on 176, so not too far to go. I would love to get there before the end of the month. And when we do hit 200, I will be giving away a bunch of different cosmetics as well as the Bob Ross lands. So if you'd like to take part, look in the video description down below, scroll down past all of the other information that I put in there, and there's a little heading that says giveaway information video. Click on that, watch it. It's a short little thing to watch, and it'll tell you everything that you need to do to enter the giveaway. All right, enough self-promoting. Let's jump into the games. Fuck the meta. We are hoping to go up against mostly mono white and Izzet Turns. Those are like really I feel the ones that I played the most of today, with mono green as a close third. So let's see if we can prey upon those guys. Looking like mono white. Oh baby. Mwah. Misa likey. Ready for some Juari? Oops. Oh, that feels so good. Let's see what they got for us, yeah? Probably Elite Spellbinder. What do you want to bet? Okay. So let's sneak something off the top of their library. Ooh. I like a Brutal Cathar. I'll take that Brutal Cathar. Thank you for the Brutal Cathar. Sure. You should have cast this Stonebinder first, buddy. Shouldn't you all have the... Whoopa! This is a risk. This is a huge risk. But I just want to stall them a little bit until we can top deck a Shadow's Verdict. We put that apparition on the bottom of their deck there, so... Moon Watcher! Welcome back. How are you, my brother? It's good to have you. There's the Elite Spellbinder. For a change. Okay, taking my Deluge. That's a little annoying, to say the least. Yeah. Not looking good. Not looking good so far. Man, it's oh my god. It's just too much. I am so sick of this card. They always have it all the time. It makes me so bored. I don't know what to do about it, guys. I can't even just freaking block this thing because... well, because if I do... it's at least gain some life. And find another blue source. Come on, Shadow's Verdict. Come on, baby. 3 copies in the deck. Oh, for crying out loud. Ay, 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 ay. What is a poor guy to do? And that's gonna be game. Unfortunately. It's a hard day on the arena for me today, guys. Like, you know, no one's ever gonna get to see those videos because I deleted them, but today was wow. I recorded 2 different decks before this one. I lost upwards of 20 games today. Just worst win rate I've ever had. Struggling against these decks. And I don't want to just play it myself. Also, we've already tried an we tried a Eye Turns deck. We've done the mono green to death. I just didn't want to play the same decks again, but that's what everybody else is playing, and I just like need to find a way to beat it. Not the best keep I've ever kept, but we're just gonna have to hope and pray. Okay. Mono blue is also making a comeback. I played like 3 different mono blue players today. We're already well into counterspell territory. Okay, where's our blue lands? Please, some blue lands. Thank you. There we go. That's a sword coming. For sure. Just the worst day, you know those days, and I've learned to roll with it, you know, like it just is what it is. I have no, I'm used to it at this point. I've played enough Magic, and I know when it's just one of those days, and it's time to just, you know, deep breaths, goose frabber, and try and not lose one's mind. See if this light on is a little better. Oh, that's way better. Come on, counter it now. Get rid of that sword coming in your hand. I know you want to. Oh, what an asshat. I'm getting screwed at my own game. Of course, as soon as you make the anti-meta deck, you don't play any of the meta decks. The matchmaker is fine, everybody. Just fine. Totally fine. I don't even know what to... I have a feeling it's probably going to be a... what's his face? Mr. Mordenkainen. Coming our way. Shadow's Verdict completely useless now. Also, probably a useless card in this matchup. Just leave it on the board. Empty our hand out a little bit. We do not have enough mana to pay the ward cost on the Imrith, unfortunately, and now we've also got counter magic open. Mono blue tempo of some kind. So the ward is 4, is it? Let's give it a try. Might as well. It's probably going to test of talents, my Infernal Grasp. Or just negate. Wow, mono blue, huh? Gotta try this tomorrow. This might actually be a really good idea. Play some like Delver, bunch of bounce spells, bunch of counters. Might be just what we need. Send help, guys. Send help. I'm losing my mind. Ugh. Yep. What, she's gonna have a fade thing and nah. Whew. Whew. What's it called? Fade something? 1 mana, bounce target creature. If it's under mana value 3, return it to owner's hand. Okay, it wasn't a sword coming. I was sure it was a sword coming. Is he even playing sword coming? Yes, he is. Oh, so test the talents, negate, sword coming. Cheeky bugger. This is looking like a sweet build, actually. I'm gonna give this an absolute try. This game's completely over. Unless I pay 3, huh? Oh, I don't have 3. How did I get that wrong? Whoops. Oh my god. Misplay after misplay. Guys. Plat 4. I haven't budged. Hello, good game. Matt Malone. They're all already up in Mythic already. And I started playing at 6 o'clock this morning. I haven't budged 1 notch. That's the level of day I've had today. You can see it in my face. It's been one of those, man. Whew. If I had some hard liquor, I'd be drinking it. What would you guys build? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. You know, what deck would you build to beat on the current you know, top of the pops. This is a mulligan for sure. Much better. Okay. Looking like mono green. Sacks the Dryad. Ramps to 3. Might be Simic. No, definitely mono green. It's chariot time, baby. Chariot time, baby. Scooby-Doo-bop, bop, boop, boop. Could be Ren and 7 already. So busted. Oh, okay. It's the landfall. It's probably gonna be, what's his name? Might as well. It's probably got a snakeskin veil. No? And he casts it again. I'm not winning a single game today, guys. Like, it's been insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm at a loss for words. I'm really struggling. Well, we're going to take a lot of damage. Of course they also play Spellbinder. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Can you hear the bitterness? Just wow. Ten damage. We need a massacre. Oh. 3 losses back to back. Boo-hoo! Ay, ay, ay. It feels like I'm never gonna get out of platinum this season. Unless they ban our Runes Epiphany and then we can actually have fun again. Let me try the other one. This is splashing red. I was testing Leer, but nah. Let me just put in nah, we don't want to run any planeswalkers as we are running Burn Down the House, so oh yes, I know what I want. The green hate burn spell. Burning Hands. There we go. Let's try Grixis. Hey guys! Mal, welcome. Good to have you. The drafting, I'm starting to like more and more. Great one. 217. With Witherbloom sleeves. I think I might want to mull this one, but might be very risky. Here we go. Mono green. Oh, can you guys see that? Little glitch in the matrix. We've got the verdict. We've got the sweeps. We've got the few counters. Let's see if we can pull this one out of the bag. Comes a troll. Ooh, mammoth. We're taking 5. Okay, no. No taking 5. That's cool. Let's get rid of the Haven. Let's fetch a blue source so that we can Devious Cover-Up whatever they play next turn. Oh yeah, saw it coming. Or do we get rid of the mammoth? He's probably got a snakeskin veil in hand at this early point in the game, so I don't want to risk it. Another 3. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Please, no snakeskin veil. Please. Fuck. They please have it every time. Bugger off. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. Either Deluge or Devious Cover-Up. Everything goes back into our hand, into our library. Beg your pardon. Whew. Okay, there we go. The opponent was bricking pretty hard, so I didn't feel too special, but we got a win. We got a win. Yeah, I know. Absolutely, Moon. You're completely right. Like, I agree 100%. It's not worth losing sleep over. It was just I made some really fun, cool decks today, and like I went 0 and 5 during recording on both of them. It was just like FML, which is why I'm streaming live this time, and I'm not putting out a pre-recorded video. I just had nothing to put out that was worth putting out. Just, you know, I might have put it out there as a way of saying, look at how gnarly the meta is. I can't even get a single win. But I thought, screw it, let's try and make an anti-meta list, and this is what I came up with. But it was a really tough one. Yeah, exactly. Like I am not very religious. I don't believe in too many ishy-wishy things, but sometimes karma does work, man. And when the Watsy gods are in your favor, suddenly everything just switches and you get a lovely day, and I'll go straight into Diamond tomorrow. I can feel it. After such a horrible day, I just can't imagine it being any worse tomorrow. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, it's Izzet. Baby, yes, baby, yes. That felt super duper good. Hopefully he casts Iteration. Bye bye, Eggies. Off you go. Before he gets my Hive. He should have countered back with sacrificing his own field. Let's see if he's got... Okay. There's the Epiphanies. Yeah, the usual bullshit. Yeah, the absolute cookie cutter Izzet Turns list. Off you go. Get stuffed, buddy. Off you go. Get stuffed. That felt really good. So maybe the Grixis one is better than I thought. The non-Leer version, because I was trying Leer in there, but probably not the best idea. Quick question, Moon and Mal, now that I've got you on stream. The little watermark, the BrewLab watermark that's in the bottom right-hand corner of the YouTube video, is that covering my face for you guys? This is usually Magecraft. But it might just be the landfall. Okay, Magecraft. It is. I had a feeling. Sure. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Off you go. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Please give me a black sauce. Please. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Get your veil, buddy. Course. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, so that's good to hear. Moon, thanks for letting me know. I need to change that. I'm gonna I know how to change that. Actually, had thought I had already set it up to be there only at the end of the video. I'm going to remove it entirely for now. As usual, I'll be posting the list that I feel is the best at the end of the stream in the comments down below in the description, as well as on either hub for you guys to copy and play with. The Eye Tyrant. Patricio Zubi. Here comes the Spellbinder. No? Interesting. Always do that. Okay. Boros. Probably play the Cathar out, even though I've got nothing to exile. At least he, you know, gets something on the field. Okay with the Frost Dragon, Brutal Cathar, I zap it. Seems decent. Is. Off you go. Bye now. Okay, we're into Devious Cover-Up range. Swinging in with the dragon, huh? Okay, in that case we go for the Deluge. Bye-bye now. Main win con. Annoy the crap out of opponent until they quit. Okay, some wins are starting to roll my way. It is a refreshing change from what has been one hell of a day. What I really want to do once before the stream ends is Test of Talents in Alrune's Epiphany. That will just really make the day a hell of a lot better. Zachary the VP. Speak of the devil. He's gonna think it's Izzet Turns. He's probably just going, oh god, nah. Oh no, what a misplay. What a misplay. God, what a misplay. That was so stupid. Okay. Let's get into... We need to get a Shadow's Verdict. Here comes the Faceless Haven. Not nice. Okay. Come on. Oh, Shadow's Verdict's gonna cost an extra bit of mana, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Yes! What? Oh no. Oh. Oh, come on. Redain, doing Redain things. We bounce her. That'll do. That'll do very nicely. Of course he had another land. Come on, Shadow's Verdict. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still lose. Okay, now we've got this. Oh! Oh! In the nick of time. Here comes the Havens. Here come the Havens. Oh no. Apparition. The apparition. Interesting. Okay, so boom. Sure. Equips the apparition. Can also activate the Hive. Whew. Okay, or do we go, let's go deluging. There we go, baby, yes! Sure, take my Meathook. Down to 2. It's so tight. We've got Crush the Weak for these dudes. Still have 2 blue sources for the Devious Cover-Up. Stabilizing a little bit. Oh no. And we are fucked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's scam. What a fucking top deck. Ugh. Ugh. Just never-ending flow of these mono white, mono green, Izzet Turns. Mono white, mono green, Izzet Turns. Over and over and over again, all day long. I am looking forward to ban hammer on a few of those cards, but I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath. We're approaching the 1 hour mark. I just want to have one more good victory. That was a fun game. It was close. Nail biter for sure. But yeah, I want to end on a win if possible. That's a tough keep, that one. Blue land. Here we go. It's starting again. The egg. Yeah. He probably thinks it's a mirror, but it's not. And double crush the weak next turn if they tap out. That'll take care of it. Otherwise, counter spell, and then we can double crush the weak. Divide by 0, mine divide by 0. Doodaloo. Off you go. Probably gonna go grab another red source. Yep. Same little pet guy. Cool. So coming was just perfect there. Exactly what we needed. Unfortunately, he does know we have a divide by 0, so he's going to be playing around that. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Can we do both? Yes, we can. This time we definitely let him do it, because I don't want to not have my counter spell up. Sweet. I wish I had Test of Talents in hand right now. He's like putting everything in exile, so I can't deal with it. Nice. Very nice. Gotta play the long game. Be patient. I told you I had like a 22-minute match. You aren't drawing no cards, my friend. Sorry. None at all. There's tested talents. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Try it again. I dare you. Oh, baby, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, that felt so good. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Is it time to start doing this? What has he got here? Frostbite, divide by 0. No, I think we should leave the mana open for a deluge. If he tries to do something big. He's out. I think I've gotten rid of all of his Alruneses. I think he only had 3 in the deck. I didn't see another one off of the talent test. Okay. That tells something. Happy to get him to counter this. If he wants to, he can with the Villain's Lair, or he might just return it to my hand. There we go. I'm okay with that. He might have the sword coming. No? Interesting. Pretty sure that that's what that was. What else could he have foretold? Maybe the multiverse. Yeah, sorry, Timmy. Sorry, Timmy. You are not getting any more turns, bud. Whew. They should have learned their lesson with Nexus of Faith. Here comes a Smoldering Aim. Cool. Oh, that's a lot of land. He might just deck himself before we can. Cool. Okay, so he's got a divide by 0, unfortunately, so... Siphon Insight. So good. Really putting in the work for us. We can make an 11-11 trampling guy as well. Oh, that's just so nice. That's just so nice, guys. We got his divide by 0 off the top. How was that foretold? Oh no, it wasn't. So that's enough to do the thing. It's gonna do it back to us. Okay. So he's got 1 turn with this thing on the field, but he's tapped out now. We can Shadow's Verdict in response. First we swing with the little Inkling, and then we Shadow's Verdict. Now what I really want to get is the Devious Cover-Up and start bringing some of these important cards back into our hand. Okay, he doesn't even let us do that. So we're taking 6. Another egg. Let's force the divide by 0. You have to play it, right? Goodness. How many counter spells is this guy running? 1, 2, 3, on and on and on. Okay. That's bad news. Okay, let's go for this thing. See what happens. Whose hand is that going to? His hand. Okay, that's very bad. That's terrible. That was a bad idea. That is a terrible idea. Oops. Absolutely dreadful. That is completely... We are screwed. Fuck me. What a bugger up, man. Oh my god. I cannot believe that just happened, guys. I cannot believe that that just happened. What a misplay. Oh my goodness. What a misplay. Run, Fox. What are you doing? Oh. We had him on the ropes. I do have some answers. Let's go digging. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Cannot possibly have another counter spell in hand, bro. Fling. No? Okay. Ah. Woo! Close one. Shadow's Verdict coming in to save the day. He's going to hit us with his Hall of the Storm Giants, though, which is unfortunate to say the least. What an ass hammer, man. Little misplay there. That was an absolute fail. Alright, well. Hey, Billy. Yeah, me too. Worst day ever. But, you know, c'est la vie. We live and we learn. I tried an anti-meta deck. It did work to a certain extent, but we're straight back down to Platinum 4. This one's sitting on 41% win rate here on my MTGA assistant, which is not a good record whatsoever. I'm going to have to call it a night. It's 2 a.m. in Italy. I'm pretty tired, but thank you all so much for watching. Me complain about the meta for an hour. And we'll see you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. Fingers crossed. Everything's going to be better tomorrow. The luck will have turned. The karma will be swinging back in my direction. I will see you all then. And yeah, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.